Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you were doing well. This is going to be my December empties and low buy update for the month. It feels like I just filmed this video yesterday, but we are 3 days short of 1 month since the last time I filmed this video, and I am trying to catch up a little bit, so it's time. I mean, it's January 6th, so gotta get this done. In this video, I discuss all of the products I've used up since the last time I filmed one of these videos, and I discuss my low buy, which is basically a modified 2 products out in order to bring 1 product in rule. It's a struggle. I thought it was going to be going a lot better than it is, but we are here to discuss it nonetheless. All right, so let's get into it. I have some candle empties. First of all, I finished this candle from a brand called Gold Canyon. This is a fundraising candle brand, at least it was. I don't know if they are anymore. This was a scent mulled cider. This was not a good candle. I kind of just barreled through it. The scent was a little bit cloying. I could only burn it for a couple hours before it kind of made me feel like sick and yucky. And these candles in general are very sooty. This one wasn't too bad, but I think you could see some of the soot on the sides. I don't like these candles. Obviously, my recommendation is always hide nor hair, but I do have these from when my son was in preschool, and he is in 4th grade now. So I am trying to burn through them and get them used up and out of my collection. I do tend to clean out the glass. I do think the glass with the little wrap, the decorative wrap on it, is super cute. So I do usually clean out the glass and either use it for myself or donate it to somebody who wants to pick it up in my neighborhood. Glad to have that gone though. I also finished up 2 little samples. I did start putting these sample tea lights in my advent calendar project pan, and I pulled, what's it called? I pulled Toasted Pumpkin for my initial update to this project on December 27th or 29th, and I burnt this immediately, and I was on a roll and I thought, let's grab another one. So I didn't grab another one from the project, but I have a bunch of these. So I grabbed another one from the office and I burnt the sweet roasted chestnuts, which happens to be the one I'm burning a full size of right now anyways. And so that worked out really well. Hide nor hair is the best. I don't know what to say. If you haven't tried hide nor hair and you live in the US or Canada, please try it. You will not regret it. These are excellent candles. You just close your eyes and pick one. You're gonna love it. They're all good. But yeah, both of these scents are lovely. My friend is the owner. She created this company. She lives in Connecticut. We went to high school together. Hide nor hair is the best candle out there. Next, I have 3 more perfume samples. These were the last 3 perfume samples that were in my advent calendar project from 2023. I talked about all of these in that finale / intro video a couple days ago, so I won't go into it again, but none of these stood out as something I'd have to own. This is Bora Bora by Liz Claiborne. This is Candies, and this is Bulgari for him. And yeah, really excited to have 3 more perfume samples out of my inventory. This is the last sample of the Lumi deodorant pack that I purchased off of Amazon. This was the unscented version. This was by far the one I enjoyed the least. I've talked about this what feels like a million times, but this entire sample pack of Lumi deodorant had this underlying scent to it that was like disgusting. And at least with the scented versions, which were the other 4 or 5 cents in this pack, the scent that was on top of the gross underlying scent was pleasant and kind of masked it a little bit. But with this unscented version, there was nothing to defend it. It was just gross, gross, gross. I hated it. I did use it. I'm not going to cut it open. Typically with every other of the samples, I found that if I cut it open, I got 2 more uses out of it. I'm not even going to bother. I really just barreled through this to get it out and be done with it. I have since bought 3 full-size deodorants from Lumi, and although that underlying scent is not as strong as it was for these samples, I could still smell it. I'm done with Lumi. I was at Moira shopping earlier today and I saw a whole Lumi display there. I'm done with Lumi. I'm not going to try it again, but I don't know. I have a bunch of coworkers who love it and swear by it and think it's a great deodorant, and they don't notice the smell. So maybe it's a me problem. I also finished a bar soap. I've been going through these Dove bar soaps. I bought a big bundle of them from Costco a while back, and my son is taking showers pretty regularly now. Ron has fallen in love with showers. I've always said the kid needs to be in water regularly. He's on the swim team. He's in the pool 2 hours a night, and then he's still asking to take a shower, you know, every day despite that. And I just, like Hazel, I have to drag her little mangy butt in the shower and be like, wash yourself. But Ron's like, can I take a shower? He just loves the water. He takes baths, he takes showers, but he likes to use the bar soap in the shower. And sometimes I use the bar soap in the shower. Other times I use a foaming body scrub that's in my shower. But yeah, we went through another bar soap. I finished a hand lotion. I'm glad to have this out. This was from the brand, well, this is the scent Angel, which is a perfume scent. I think I bought a holiday set in order to get the full-size perfume, and it came with this hand lotion as well as a body lotion. And I love the scent Angel. Obviously, I bought the full-size perfume to have it, but two things. Unfortunately, this scent reminds me very, very, very much of my ex-husband, and I don't love the scent as much as I used to. And this was his cologne. Angel's also in a Angel comes in a men's cologne as well as a women's perfume, and I was first introduced to the scent through him, and I fell in love so much from it because he wore it that I bought it for myself so that we were both wearing Angel. And then of course we got divorced, so I don't love the scent as much as I used to, and it really reminds me of him, unfortunately. But also, this wasn't the best hand lotion. It was very strongly scented, but it didn't leave my hands feeling extremely moisturized, which kind of defeats the purpose. I need like a really good hand cream first and a nice scent second. So I've also had this for a really long time. I probably bought this 15 years ago. I don't know, it's 20 years ago, a long time ago. So I've had this for a very, very long time. So I'm very happy to have this out of my inventory, out of my home, and out of my purse, which is where it's been living for a while now. I finished another Rodan and Fields lash enhancement, lash boost. I use this on my eyelashes every night. This is an expensive product, and it comes with a Rodan and Fields representative. I think I'm in a pretty good place with my representative. I think she knows where I'm at with my intentions for, you know, purchasing products from her. I'm not really interested in anything besides this. And I really only want this like every 4 or 5 months. And I feel like she understands that about me now, and she's not pushing too hard. But this is a very expensive product, and I do get rando messages, DMs from my Rodan and Fields representative on a monthly basis. But it does make my lashes grow very well. I've had, I get complimented on my lashes all the time. That was not something that happened prior to me using this. Nobody noticed that I had eyelashes before I started using this, and now people notice my eyelashes all the time. So it's worth it to me. But I was also watching Leanne Says, and she would get styes from using a product like this. I don't know if it was this brand or another one. I think it was this brand, and she would get styes from it. So it might not be for everybody, but I've had no issues with it. I finished a full-size face wash. This is a Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser. This is not the scrubby one. This is like a smooth, lotiony wash. I really like this. I have 2 more of these, one like super size and another one of these sizes. This is one of my favorite brands of face wash and exfoliator, like a physical exfoliator scrub. I really like this brand. It's an expensive brand. And so the last time I made a purchase of these products, they were on sale for 50% off at Sephora. So I stocked up, but I'm not that picky about my face wash, but this is a really good face wash. I also finished another sample from my Advent Calendar project pan. This is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer from Pharmacy. I think I got 4 uses out of this little sachet, which is pretty good. I thought this was really good. I am a fan of Pharmacy. I'm trying to think of if I've ever used something I didn't like. maybe something didn't stand out as amazing, but I thought this was a really good moisturizer. I have a lot of moisturizer, so I'm not on the market for buying another moisturizer, but I thought this was good and I would recommend it. Okie dokie, I have a couple of makeup products to talk about. Before I get into the products I finished over the last month, I had to talk about this. You guys, I cannot give myself a point towards my low buy for this product because I already gave myself a point for this when I gave it to Hazel. I decluttered this from my collection several months ago. This is the Catrice Aquafresh Highlighting Eyeshadow. And look at this. Hazel's had this for a few months now. I've been saying for like 2 years, Hazel is a much better project planner than I will ever be. Like, I don't know what she did, but it is gone. I cannot believe it. I think she used it as a face highlight, which is fine. It would have been an appropriate color to put on her face. But yeah, she went through an entire liquid eyeshadow. The thing that takes me 10 years to finish, she finished in a few months. I had to show you guys, like, oh my gosh, Hazel, what the heck? But yeah, I'm pretty sure I already gave myself a point for this when I decluttered it to her. So too bad I can't give myself another point, but Hazel finished it. Hazel panned it. I also finished a primer. This is a Pixie by Petra Flawless and Poreless Primer. This was good, but not amazingly remarkable. Kind of a moisturizing primer. And I cut it open. I got every last bit of it out. This was in my 6 by Santa project. And yeah, always good to have another primer out of my inventory, especially since it is just before inventory time. All right, just looking over to make sure I didn't forget anything. I have 2 more empties. I finished the bronzer that I was working on in this Ulta Duo. This is a little gift with purchase sample that I received when I made a purchase at Ulta years ago. And I had the bronzer side. There's a highlighter and a bronzer. I had the bronzer in my pan in every palette project. And by the time I hit pan on it, I knew that I was pretty close to finishing it off. And even though it rolled out of that project, I decided to keep working on it to finish it off, get one more bronzer out of my inventory, and get one more point towards my low buy bank. And I did it. So that feels really good. It feels really good to be starting a new year, working on something completely different with nothing like carrying over from 2023. I can't say that for too many items because I have a ton of stuff carrying over from 2023 that I didn't finish. But that is one category that I was able to start the year out completely fresh with new items to focus in on. And I put a palette with a bronzer in my pan in every palette. So that's the bronzer I'm working on. And my final empty for the month is, of course, my most exciting empty for the month. I always save the best for the last, and that is a lipstick. It's only a sample lipstick, but still, you guys know that finishing any lipstick is a big deal for me. This is the Bare Minerals, I don't know what kind of lipstick it's called, probably Gen Nude or something. This is in the shade XOX. This was part of a holiday set from several years ago. Gorgeous color. I'm actually wearing it now for the last time, and it was in my Beauty A to Z project. That is it, rolled all the way up. I might be able to get one more use out of it, and I might try to do that tomorrow. But for the sake of this video, I'm filming it as an empty today. That is it, rolled all the way up. And I really enjoyed panning this, but I have way too many lipsticks. I've had this for several years. It feels good to be getting something out of my inventory. My lipstick inventory, I mean, I have, I don't know, like 300 lipsticks or 250 lipsticks or something. So finishing one is just a drop in the bucket, but I know it's a step in the right direction. So very happy, and again, excited to start the new year not panning that lipstick, because I have a ton of lip products that are carried over from last year that I did not finish, that I will be continuing to work on, but that's not one of them, and I'm very happy about that. All right, let's move on to my low buy update. As of last month, my low buy balance was at negative 112.5. I have decided that I'm going to give myself 4 points for all of my empties. I'm going to give myself a point for these. 1, 2. I'm going to give myself a point for this. 3. I'm going to give myself half of a point for the primer. 3.5. And then I think I've earned enough. I think I've hit another 10 samples of perfume. So I'm going to give myself a half of a point for the perfume samples. So that leaves me with 4 points towards my low buy balance. That would bring my low buy balance down to negative 108.5. The only question is, did anything new come in over the past month? And the answer is yep, yes it did, of course it did. And it is this. This is a liquid blush that was gifted to me by my friend Jamie for my birthday. This is from the brand Moira. I'm not familiar with this brand. I know where she got it. There's this little like boutique shop in the town next to me, and she loves shopping there, and I'm pretty sure she got it from there. But this is, I'm trying to think of if I have anything quite like this in my current stash. I have a lot of cream and liquid blushes, but I don't think I have anything like this. This is gorgeous. This frosted glass with the like millennium pink top. I love the packaging. It's beautiful. And yeah, it's just I think it's a doe foot applicator with a cream blush on it. And I did swatch this on my hand when she gave it to me, and it stains. It leaves a really pretty stain. So I don't want to swatch it right now. But yeah, this was gifted to me from Jamie. So thank you, Jamie. I love it. I'm very excited to have this product and to try it out. Did I need a cream blush? Not really. I don't really need a cream blush, but I know that my friends know how much I love makeup. They know how much I ultimately want makeup. They also know I'm on a low buy. So they tried to just give me like one makeup thing for my birthday rather than like a bunch of makeup things, because they know I'm trying to behave myself, but they know I really, really want lots of makeup anyways. But yeah, thank you, Jamie. I'm really happy to have this. Very excited. So because it's coming in, I have to charge myself 2 points against my low buy, which means my low buy balance is now at negative 110.5. If you're wondering, my low buy balance at the start of the year was negative 96.5. So to go from negative 96.5 to negative 110.5 does sting a little bit, because I really do feel like I was on my best behavior this year. When I look at my empties overall throughout the months of the year this past year, that's kind of redundant. I track all of my empties and purchases on this sheet here. And when I look at from month to month, my worst month for empties was in February. No surprise, it's a short month. And I'm typically just getting started with a lot of new products for the year. So there's not a lot of empties, but I only had 1.5 points towards my low buy in the month of February. And my best month for the year was, of course, last month, which was basically almost a 2 months worth of empties, like a month and a half. And that was 7.5 points towards my low buy. So on average, my low buy balance points ranged from 1.5 to 7.5 throughout the year. So there wasn't any like big months where I racked in a lot of points. I didn't do a lot of decluttering this past year either. I think I only decluttered a small like eyelid primer that I gave myself a half of a point for. There wasn't a lot of decluttering this year. And then as far as new products coming in, the worst month for me was definitely July, where I had 13 products come in, and that was 26 points against my low buy. At this point, I can't even remember what it was that got me. Oh, was that my Colored Rain purchase? I bet that's what it was. I bet that's the month where my Colored Rain Safari Rain palette came in. That's probably what killed my low buy, because other than that, I had 3 months with 0 things coming in. I had 2 months with only 1 thing coming in. I had 2 months with only 2 things coming in. So overall, it was pretty good. But then that month, the month of July, I had 13 things coming in. I bet that was my Safari Rain palette. And I ordered that like a year earlier, and it just came in right then. Obviously, the goal is to get out of the negative for my low buy balance. So it is very disappointing that I'm further from that goal at the end of this year than I was at the beginning of the year. That being said, I think you guys know by now, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because overall, I do feel like this low buy system has really curbed my shopping habits and has really helped to keep me accountable. And I appreciate that. I do kind of foolishly have this idea that maybe someday I will dig myself out of this hole. It's probably not going to happen, but in my head, I'm still keeping the hope alive. And I would love that with me starting out January 2024 with negative 110.5 points against my low buy, that by this time next year, that number will be lower. I guess that's the only goal I could really set for myself. I don't know if that's possible or not. I'm going to have to really behave myself and really focus on project panning, but hopefully next year will be better than this year, because to be basically 14 points worse off than I was is disappointing. But I can assure you that if I was not on this low buy journey, it would have been so much worse. If I just had like uncontrolled shopping abilities like I used to, it would have been so much worse. So I know that the system is working for me, but it is a little disappointing to not have more progress than what I have. But that is where we are, and that is the end of this video. Oh my gosh, I've been talking forever as per usual. I will be filming an overall, like how much did I use up during the entire year of 2023 for perfume and makeup. I don't track skincare, hair care, you know, stuff like that, but I do like to track what I used up in the entire year for perfume and makeup. So look out for that within the next week or so. And yeah, I'm very excited. Overall, I'm very excited and optimistic for a new year of project panning and to see where we go with my low buy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.